Ready? 218. 3.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mariota. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Mariota. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down, Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shift. Slam. Quarter.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
53's the mic.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, D.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Set. 180. 25 the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. At 25 the mic. Hug. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Rosen will throw. Pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man, it's Butler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Yeldon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 10-3. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give. Eckler running to the right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mariota to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mariota on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Mariota. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Here's Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Here's Ginn. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Kevin King there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, alert, hug, switch. Go. 57 to Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Gaines got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. Wide, get wide. Monday. Blue draw Corkers.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the Buccaneers' 46-yard line.
It's an 80. 57, come on. Pick it up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, I-7.
Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rosen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it. And he's got his receiver. That's Ginn for a Carolina touchdown. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Play fake. Mariota on the move to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Alert. At 25 to Mike.
Now it's Rosen. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, alert.
And now it's Rosen looking, keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield.
Ted Ginn's gonna go past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Coming after you. Jet 37. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Mariota gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mariota now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Barkley. And some space here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Mariota. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're not ready. You're alert. Hey, quarter. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Where are they, team?
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rosen looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is caught by Ginn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rosen will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Ginn has it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now Rosen on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. Again, it's Rosen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing here, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.